I've just got the coolest thing working, and I honestly don't even really know what it is, but it's kind of mathematical and it's cool. So here I am. I'm working in a document, and and I can edit this same text in three different ways. One is in a wizzy format, which this is. So in the wizzy format, if I want to bolden something, I can do that, or I can do it from the keyboard with an italics. Um, and I can add something to this list for. So that's the wizzy editing mode. And it does a few other things as well. But what if I just want to edit the actual literal HTML of this? So that's what this is for. And you click on that. I'm sorry that some of it is scrolled off the side. But you can see that that list now has turned into an HTML list, an ordered list. And now, what if I see this and I go, actually, I'd actually like to edit this in markdown, the same text. So that's what this is for. So with any luck, when I click this, yeah. And now if I want to add an item to the list, what I do is I type it literally in text, because that's what I'm in right now. This is a markdown editor, so it's just plain text. But now if I switch it back, let's see, this should take me to wizzy mode. And it does. And there's your thing, right? And I go over here, and now it's in HTML. So I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure what this is and whether actually, honestly, I think that I would use this mode because it's the closest thing to what I actually do use in the outliner. And it's cool because I think, well, I'm going to wait and see how I use it. I think other people will use this. And I think that, well, I want to say this pretty clearly. I want to rely more on Markdown. It is a very good match for feeds, and it deals with some of the very biggest problems we have in dealing with feeds, which is like having an unlimited, HTML code that you can stick in there, and it's like creates this problem that if you just restrict yourself to Markdown, we're pretty cool. And it gives us a lot of the features that we want in writing that we don't get from Twitter and Facebook and Threads and Mastodon, et cetera, et cetera. We don't get all that stuff, but I want all the Markdown. So you have your choice. You like HTML, and sometimes maybe like what just happened. I know I'm rambling here, but what happened here was I was trying to figure out what is the Markdown for images. I couldn't remember, but I did remember the HTML. So what I did was I typed the image in here in HTML, and then I switched to Markdown, and then it did it for me. So it's got like a Markdown cheat sheet built in. Anytime I wanted it, I could just hit the switch and I get it. So it's new. I don't think I've ever seen this anywhere, and well, maybe it is elsewhere, probably. Anyway, but I've never played with this before, and I've never really even thought about doing this until whatever. I iterated to this particular point. I thought, oh, well, why don't we do that and see what it's like? Okay, that's it. Talk to you later.